Alright, let's go. Let us go. And you guys see the right hand? Right hand? There's somebody there!
On the night of March 5th of 2024,
How's
a
audio?
young girl is wide awake at a time when she should be asleep. Despite being past her bedtime, this doesn't stop her from playing with her toys. Throughout the night, she remains awake while keeping herself engaged in imaginary play. But little does she know, something unexpected would interrupt playtime. According to the child's mother, the family has been on edge ever since watching the footage recorded on their daughter's security camera. It's around 11 at night when this is captured.
So that wasn't there. See, these are real things then! These are real! Oh, hopefully it just doesn't invite something in my room. Please and thank you. You're not welcome. Guys, please hold my hand through this. I'm not prepared for the spookiness.
Hey, do you want to play with me? Hey, do you want to play with me? Sure. I'll play with you. Go ahead and play. Yeah. Bling, bling, bling. Bling, bling, bling. Bling.
Does she not see? Aren't kids supposed to be able to see? Oh, wait. It's underneath? Huh? No! Don't get out of your bed! That's rule number 1. Never leave your bed. Why is she going under there? This is making me mad, please. Why is it pausing so much? Why is it pausing so much? What the fuck was that? That was weird. My guess is someone under the bed lured the girl by playing one of the toys. That's what I thought too, but even then, like, girl, you got no survivor skills? Don't listen to it. But then again, I'm thinking like, well, if it was one of my toys.
It's no wonder that the mother has kept her daughter away from this room. From a toy lighting up on its own, and strangely, playing the same song the child hums, to seeing her getting dragged under the bed in a seamless motion. The family is extremely concerned for the safety of their children. They believe that something had lured her using a toy.
Just
Although
Apple said!
The mother had asked what her daughter had seen. She's made sure to lock the room after seeing this. But only a few days later, she does this.
So I've been getting a lot of questions.
Have you checked under the bed? No, don't check under the bed.
Have you been in the room? Have you guys looked under the bed?
Don't look.
No, we haven't. We haven't been in the room in the last 2 days. We've been a little scared.
Don't! She's right. There's no reason to check under the bed. Once you see that, there's no going back. Don't look in there. There's no reason for you to look. Girl, you are doing the right thing by not looking at it. Lock the room. Don't even step foot in there. Heck, sell the house. Leave. I would leave. Please, girl, you're not actually gonna check underneath. Don't listen to the commenters! Don't do it. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm sorry. I can't.
I'm scared right now.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I can't do it, you guys. Huh? Oh. Excuse me? Ah!
Oh my god.
As if checking under the bed wasn't already scary enough, she captures this. A creepy looking doll hidden below the mattress. She continues to record when suddenly the doll begins to move. Now it's a bit hard to see at first, but after looking again,
Why are you
its
zooming
head can be
in?
seen
I don't
It's as if it knows it's being seen. Immensely terrified, the mother bolts out of the room in a panic frenzy. Naturally, she's kept the room locked ever since then. While it isn't known if anything else had occurred outside of the room, the mother continues to post updates giving her thoughts on the whole situation. But currently, the question on the parents' mind remains unanswered. Just what exactly had dragged their child under the bed?
The fact that you're still living there is insane to me too. Just don't watch it. So this is why they tell you to not look in the dark. I don't like being in the dark either. I hate what's in the dark, even though there might be nothing there. I'm scared. You see those videos where people do like a race where they turn off the light and run up the stairs really fast? Yeah, I still do that to this day. Luckily, I'm not in a house where there's stairs that I have to turn off the lights for, but I'm still scared because I'm like, what if there's something there? What if there's a ghost? My own imagination scares me the most. Yeah, that's me. That's me right there. My imagination goes wild.
Two friends who work at a hotel are playing with an elevator that's going down to the floor below.
12-foot tall spider? Fight me. Burn the place to the ground.
Both friends are racing against the elevator, running to the second floor before it gets there first. But while heading over, something happens inside this elevator that neither friend could explain. This is what was caught.
Rose. Huh? What the? It's a buggy elevator. It does look like a buggy elevator, honestly.
Although the sudden appearance of this girl is startling on its own, it's what happens earlier that's by far the most baffling. Immediately after arriving to
You
the second
jumped?
floor, its door, for some reason, begins to open and close while staying on the same floor. But even stranger is that a faint voice is heard inside the elevator.
I did hear the faint voice.
It kind of sounds like it's saying, or something along those lines.
Well, because when I saw the girl jumped, I was like, oh, it's the same girl from before. So, I don't know how I didn't jump to that. I guess you guys are holding my hand too well.
It would be at this exact hotel where the two friends work at that another peculiar incident had occurred.
Also, the house,
Take a
it's
look.
haunted.
We're getting crazy calls from this room that is unoccupied in the second floor. And this is like the third time it's happened. And I'm bringing y'all along with me, so...
Honestly, I'm thinking back to the elevator one, and probably the ghost was just like, I want to play along too. So it was opening the door so the girls can get to it in time. Makes the most sense.
Okay.
It's dark. It's spooky.
Okay.
Is he in a cow suit? He kind of looks like he's wearing a cow
There's the
suit.
phone. No one's calling. No one's here. Everything's chilling.
Being chillin'.
Yeah, okay.
Braver than me, I would not step
No
foot in
phone
here.
calls. I'm out. This is weird.
The room itself is already creepy enough, but the fact that someone, as he mentioned, has been calling from this room makes it even more unsettling.
Who did that?
Doesn't
Fuck
state if
you!
he had seen anyone or anything inside. Strange was caught in
I
this room
got
just a few
scared.
days
It's
ago.
on me.
The
Ah!
suspect was actually
You
captured
can't
by his
just
coworker
scare me
who
like
was
that.
seen
I
by
literally
police
got
in this room.
scared. Like my
Mind you,
heart
during this
jumped.
time, the second floor wasn't occupied, meaning that all the rooms on
Wait. I I can't read this. There's so much text going on. I was recording for a vlog. The light in this room doesn't work, so we had to work in the dark. Okay, stop. This is scary. We were setting up furniture for some rooms, and we blah blah blah, only 2 inside, blah 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 floor. What? That's so cut off. Why would they do that?
Here,
I'm not gonna go
in
back.
this corner,
I'm not that curious.
or in that corner. I don't know. I mean, like, I know it's super dark right now, but I feel like personally it would look better in this area. There's just too much backlight. There's like not enough good, I don't know.
That's true, but I mean, you can see if someone's trying to like break into your room. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Weirdo.
Ghost making sure they are slay. That's true. They want to slay. They can't be slayed too. They can't look good looking.
Like before, the girls were freaked out beyond belief. They have no idea as to who or even what had been in the room, but they'd rather not know, let alone go back inside, as the whole encounter has left them pretty spooked. Whether it's the elevator acting up or the constant phone calls made from this room, they can't shake the feeling that something very strange is going on with the second floor of the hotel. As of now, there haven't been any updates, but until then, let me know your thoughts on this one. Comes from a man who, while being alone at home, spots something out of the corner of his eye. It happened while being in his living room, scrolling on his phone.
That's too scary.
For some reason, he couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching him. Paranoia was getting the best of him, as he thought, so he tried his best not to think much of it. But just when he started to ease up, he sees it. A figure standing at his window. He immediately takes out his phone to record
These are
it
just
on the off
images.
chance that no one would believe him. Now, we don't see the figure on camera, but something else happens that terrifies him to his core. This is what he caught.
Okay, look, I'm really tripping out now. Something was looking at me through the window, and I heard... I'm freaking out.
Thank you for the 8 times speed. I don't know how long I can keep myself still.
There's something in this house. There's something in here. I'm telling you. No.
Run. Run, 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 run. Run. That ghost wants to kill you.
What initially comes off as just a video of someone being paranoid is in fact footage of something completely different. This is made obvious by the sudden movement of kitchen items. But even before that, the man's overwhelming sense of unease makes it clear that something strange is going on. Whatever it might be that's happening, the man hopes to get more of it on camera. And even if he doesn't, then at least he can rest assured that this was captured.
Oh, hell no. It reminded me, like that last scene with the window, how he said that he saw something in the window, reminded me of something that actually I had something similar happen. The window scene only. When I used to live in my parents' house, when they used to have this old house, I remember I was going to school and I was waiting for my parents and my siblings to get ready so we can leave. And I think I was in the kitchen by myself at the time. And I saw kind of like a hand at the back, like a shadow of a hand passing by the window outside. And in my head, I didn't register it was a ghost at the time. In my head, I thought it was like, oh, I think my brother or my dad's outside. And then I was like, I wonder what they're doing outside. The problem is the height of the window was too high for a normal human being to be able to do that. And so I was like, oh. And I also realized too when I went to the living room that my brother and my dad were there. So I was like, is there somebody in my backyard? And I didn't know about the height at the time. So I went outside. I was like, there's somebody in our backyard. And because we don't have any fence, let's kick them out, whatever. I go back there and I see that the thing was really high. Yep, I never saw anything similar like that ever again. That was the only incident that I ever had with that. It was very weird though. Extremely, extremely weird.
At around 3 in the morning, a truck driver is heading northbound on the I-57 when suddenly he begins to panic. Something had just appeared in his field of vision, and whatever it was, it made him feel terribly disturbed. The person driving is known as Ken McGill, and throughout all his road trips and delivering goods, nothing as unsettling as this has ever occurred. Not sure what he saw, he pulls to the side of the road and reviews the footage captured by his dash cam. Looking at the video, he was glad to have pulled over far away from what he'd seen. This is what he caught.
She can go meet up with him and see if she can get him to confess. And it's a tough decision, I'm sure, but Amy ultimately agrees. She wears the wire.
Out of nowhere, a person dressed in white appears close by. They almost seem to come out of nowhere before leaving out of sight. It happens quickly, but not so fast that it's overlooked. Ken is no doubt thankful that he caught this, but he's also completely terrified. And for good reason. Only a day later after posting this video, an accident had occurred at this exact spot. Reports indicate that those involved in the accident saw a lady dressed in white in the middle of the road, causing them to swerve their car to avoid hitting her. However, when interstate police looked at security footage that caught the event, they only saw the car swerving and crashing, but not the lady they claimed to have seen. It appears
Lady
they
Drippy
swerved for no apparent reason. While those in the accident swear that they saw a woman, Ken believes that something supernatural had appeared. Whether ghost or not, this whole incident continues to baffle him.
You know what? I heard that there is some places in America, there's like a Pacific Road, where there's so much haunting area there that you see at night. And it's usually recommended, like, truck drivers usually see a lot of that at night. I could never. I'll stick to my trucking simulator. Thank you very much. Trucking simulator is my life.
On a Wednesday night, a family shoots a video to record a special occasion. It's someone's birthday, and they just got surprised. The person whose birthday is being celebrated is known as Danny, and although expecting a surprise party from his wife and kid, he was not expecting the following incident. What was caught during this moment has left the family immensely terrified. This is Danny's video.
My birthday was the other day, and my wife surprised me with some sorbet, and my son blows out my candles. After relighting the candles, I looked at the footage and saw something.
Now it happens real fast, but in case you missed it, here it is again. It's hard to see at first, but if you slow the footage and watch closely, you'll notice what looks to be a figure standing behind the family. Only there for just a split second does it appear on camera, leaving Danny unsure as to what was captured. Thinking that his eyes were deceiving him, or that it was just his own shadow, he takes a second look. But after seeing this multiple times and sharing this clip with others, he's come to realize that
that's what I thought too. It looks like his own shadow. That's his own shadow, bruh. That's literally your own shadow.
Video,
what the fuck?
Happy birthday, dear Ben.
Like any birthday celebration, a candlelit cake is placed before the honored guest.
Beautiful cake.
But there's
10 out of
something
10.
about this video that sets it apart from any other festive moment caught on camera. While friends and family sing happy birthday, this happens.
Happy birthday, dear Ben. Happy birthday to you. What? Yo, birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ben. Happy birthday.
Just like viewers,
He's
Ben,
like, I
birthday
wanna
boy, is caught off
have a
guard
birthday cake
upon seeing
too.
Smoke rise from his cake. It wasn't until looking down that he realized his candles had been blown out. He didn't blow them, and neither did anyone else, according to the party. Yet if no one blew out the cake, then what did? This video becomes even stranger when looking at the footage taken from a different perspective. From this angle, we have a closer look at the candles, but it's the way in which they're supposedly blown that makes this incident baffling. They appear to go out as though someone or something had been right in front of the cake, yet the only person who's closest to it is Ben, who clearly doesn't do it.
Listen, it's the window, bruh. It's the window.
Clearly.
Look, the window, I mean, it's blurry now, but...
What exactly?
Okay, there we go. Like, there could be gaps in the window where the gust came in. Yeah, you're right. It could have been the window that is open and the gust would have blew. That was not scary. Why is that number 3? I feel like the previous ones were more scarier than this one. The ghost blew out my candle. Oh no. He stole my wish.
In this next video, a child is getting ready to go to school when something very strange happens.
Ring
It
cameras.
was on a Monday at around 7 a.m.
Always the
that this
ring
happened.
cameras.
He was packing his lunch for school at a time when no one else was awake. It was just him, alone downstairs in the kitchen. This is where the mother claims to have heard her son screaming out of his lungs in the most gut-wrenching manner. The video captures this, but there's also something else that's caught that no one in the family could explain. This is their footage. A voice with perfect clarity is heard on camera.
The fact that she heard it too, though, I would
The
also
mother's
scream
son
in
claims that
fear.
it came from the kitchen, yet no one had been downstairs during this time. The whole space was empty apart from her son being there, but as it seems, he wasn't alone. Now this whole incident gets even creepier when listening to the story provided by the mother. According to her, this is what happened after her son came bolting into the bedroom upstairs.
He said that he heard a voice coming from the cabinets that said to him, "How did you find me?" When he dropped his noodles, he ran upstairs, came busting in my room, jumping all over my bed, hiding in the corner, screaming and hollering, saying he didn't want to die. Somebody was in the house, somebody was in the house, telling me to get mine because somebody was in the house, somebody was in the house. And I'm like, and he finally did get a little bit quiet. We started hearing footsteps. I mean, big, heavy feet coming up the steps. So like now at this point, I'm terrified. I throw my robe on. I push him into the room with his brothers.
As she states, the sound of footsteps going up the staircase was heard just moments after her son came running into the room. Everyone else had been inside the room, so she had no clue as to who was on the staircase. But after watching this video, she now knows. Either someone was actually there, or, as many believe, something beyond comprehension had paid them a visit. Whatever the case might be, her son's guttural scream will stand out as the most horrifying part about this incident, according to the mother.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I would be scared too. I'll be
this last
screaming, in
video,
fact.
a
A lot of screaming. Actually, hospitals are known for being the most haunted places. No matter which hospital you go to, there's always going to be something haunted. And you always hear TikToks of people, nurses, saying like, yeah, at night, you see so much haunted shit. Because of the amount of people who die in the hospital. You know what? I thought this was just like, you know, fake scary stuff. These are real scary stuff. I'm like, yeah, I know. I regret it. I regret it. We're gonna watch some happy stuff after this for
Patient at a
sure.
This video was taken on a certain floor of this hospital where many patients claim to have seen unexplainable things. On this particular night, 2 nurses are cleaning up a medical station when this is captured.
Did you hear her?
Yes.
You hear her?
We sliepen hem zo, we wakten hem op. We wakten hem op.
It's very faint, but if you raise the volume, you'll hear what sounds like a little girl humming or even giggling.
I heard it. I don't need to up the volume. I'm good.
You'll notice this after watching the following video, in which another nurse at the same hospital captures this.
Can't hear you over the music.
That was you.
No, I swear to God.
It's kind of like here.
That was you.
No, I swear to God. Was that something?
It's just like a hum. It just sounds like a hum, like a hum of a girl.
Once again, the same humming sound is heard. Keep in mind that no one was occupying these rooms during this time, ruling out the possibility of this having been a patient, or at least a physical one, because apparently, nurses believe that the humming sound is being made by the spirit of a little girl who was once a patient at this hospital but passed away. Whether or not that's the case remains uncertain, but regardless, this video is still a mystery as no one at the hospital knows who's making these humming noises. Like most videos, there has yet to be a definitive explanation for what happened.
gonna be like doors opening and shit. How was the first couple ones more scarier than the ones towards the end? Be so for real. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's something scary about sounds, but listen, you gotta combine it with the sound and like things moving and closing and stuff.